As a type 2 diabetic, if your blood sugar isn't making sense, this is what you're missing. And if you have followed me, you hear me talk about this over and over again. Are you checking your blood sugar or are you tracking your blood sugar? Checking might be finger sticking, looking at your CGM data and saying, that's high, or that's low, or that's good. Tracking would be consistently logging your blood sugar numbers in response to your lifestyle inputs, your food choices, your food combinations, your movement or lack thereof, what type of movement that was, your sleep quality levels, your stress quality levels, your hormonal changes, your current health, and understanding how all of those lifestyle variants have a large play on your blood sugar. When you track that blood sugar data, you then have the ability to make choices and decisions based on your blood sugar. If your blood sugar is elevated outside of normal and target ranges, that is telling you that what you are doing now is wrong for your current metabolic state. Blood sugar does not care about our feelings or our emotions. If your blood sugar is high, you created an elevated blood sugar with your habits and actions. And if you want to get those blood sugars back into normal and target ranges, you are going to have to change your habits or your actions. Okay. And I know that sounds pointing my finger at you. But as a diabetic of 30 years, I understand this. And this is why I try to encourage each and every one of you to track and understand your patterns and your triggers. Because with that understanding, you then learn what raises your blood sugar and what lowers your blood sugar. Lifestyle outside of medications. What can you do or not do to keep your blood sugar into normal and target ranges? And I can tell you it is different for everyone, and it is different based on your current state of metabolic health. And that does change. As you normalize blood sugars and you start to drop some weight, you will improve your insulin sensitivity. As you improve your insulin sensitivity, there are things you can do that you couldn't do 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. And that is just signaling the change in your current metabolic state. Okay. As you learn what works for you and what doesn't, sustainability for here on out becomes easier. You have complete control of your actions and your decisions, and you understand how they help you or hurt you. So when I talk to people all the time, a lot of people are kind of afraid of taking on something that seems so monumental. I understand that. But as you learn, it actually becomes empowering because it gives you back the control. When you follow a generalized plan, vegan, keto, carnivore, whatever anybody's selling at the current moment, you are stuck following Bob's advice or Susan's advice, but not the advice based on your response. And inevitably, you start restricting and restricting and restricting and taking things away until you show up on a call with me and say, I don't even know what to eat anymore because everything I do seems to raise my blood sugar. It doesn't, and it won't. You just haven't learned what does, in this current metabolic state, increase your blood sugar, how to identify those patterns and those drivers of increased elevations. And no one has also taught you how to modify or what you need to modify to see immediate change. So start by tracking, start by understanding. If you can't identify those patterns and you seem lost or overwhelmed, or honestly just need a hand to hold, reach out. I can take you on a coaching call. We can see what that would look like. See if that's a plan or a program that works for you. I also have a self-guided course, the 14-day blood sugar audit, that takes you through how to track, how to identify patterns, when you make a change versus when you test something differently. It is a little bit of a scientific experiment. And I hate to say it, but as diabetics, that's our life now. You can outsource your health to a pill, but don't also come back to me and wonder why things aren't changing. We have control. We have 100% control. Diabetes is controllable, understandable, manageable when we know what to control, understand, and manage. And when you learn that, the power falls back to you. If you have questions, reach out. I am always here to help. That is why I do what I do. Type 2 diabetes does not have to be the 8th leading cause of death. It can be controlled, managed, and your health and your future changed. When you track, you understand the drivers of your elevated blood sugar. You understand how to modify your lifestyle inputs to see your blood sugar levels drop. It happens with my clients every single day. It can happen with you. So don't check, understand, track, use that data to drive decisions, and you will see changes in your health. Good luck, everyone. Reach out with questions.